Good morning, students. I'm Pragati, your psychology teacher. I'm going to start today a fourth part of chapter 1, that is Introduction of Psychology. In previous videos, we have studied what is psychology, some of the streams related to India, and also about the difference of behavior, mind and brain, and also understand how it has been affected by the social, cultural and behavioralistically form of science. So now we have been studying in something is very important, is about its school of psychology, or known as evaluation of psychology. In this chapter we have been going to study that how the psychology has been introduced and how it has been come into existence. What were the themes, what were the functions through which psychology have come to existence. As we take an example of our individual life, when we start studying we need to learn ABC, right? We go through any language, words, alphabets, then words, then we make the sentences. Simultaneously, in this stream also, first the school of psychology was introduced, in which the school was being made to know why these studies is important, how the mental behavior or the mental health process is been working. What is all that is to know and to do the researches over that by the different philosophers and psychologists and experts, researchers. The schools have been made. What does this school or evaluation means? Like, it's not a particular school as we have a school of student, but it is a time period in which we have been studying about a particular stream. Okay, for example, I just take it with your life, that if you are now you are a student, you are studying science. Okay, you are a student of science, you are studying science. Before that, to know science, you have to take the basic knowledge of science. What is science, how it has been formed, what we study in science, which we have studied till 10th. Till 10th, the science subject will be same for everyone. But after that, some students go for that particular stream to get the specialization in that stream, which we start from 11th, 12th. Simultaneously, in this, there was a basic knowledge was there, but not so well knowledge was not explained in the stream. Okay, everybody was thinking these mental disorders as a part of which, or we can say something related to black magic. But when these researchers, philosophers, or the study of behavior, human behavior was developed, then that time period was concerned with that particular area of human being, whether it relate to philosophy, whether it relate to physiological, or whether it's relate something to your sensory feelings, emotions, sensations, or behavior. All that themes were related with one or the other individual. That is known as evaluation of psychology, where we study about a particular individual's behavior or its personality or its nature in a form of time period. That is something relates to school of psychologists. There were different schools, but the main schools which were considered is functionalism, structuralism and behavioralism. In these three schools, the basic base or the building block of psychology has been developed. Okay, the evaluation of psychology, we need to know this. First of all, we need to know that the experimental laboratory, the first experimental laboratory was discovered in 1978 by William Wundt in Leipzig, Germany. This was the time period when he have experience on the basis of experiments. He have formed a laboratory where in the control conditions some of the experiments need to be done, and according to that these schools were established, or the research process being moved on in psychology stream. Okay, here what is introspection we will study. because this is a part of structuralism, and introspection is the place where an individual or a subject. Why we've been using subject? Because it can be any of the organism in front of whom we are studying, whether it's animal or a human being. We've been studying on chimpanzees or cat or rats. All that been considered as our subject, on whom we are doing the experiment, okay, or on whom we've been studying it. So this we've been using subject here. So any individual or an subject is expressing his own mental process. When he is explaining his own mental process, that is known as introspection. Okay. Now coming towards the schools, the very first school is functionalism. In functionalism, it is a time period in the late 18th centuries. It was the time period when William James believed that we should study human beings as their mind, or we need to study their brain in a form of functions, okay, where we should focus on the structure of the mind. As we know, we've been studying the structure, that how the mind is formed, how the brain is formed. So we know that this is the right, this is our brain. So it has been divided into parts, है ना? This is the frontal lobe, this is the cerebrum, this is the medulla. All these things which we have been studying. Okay, we have been studying the different structures of brain, and these structure is we've been studying their function. That like frontal lobe is doing what, medulla is doing what, cerebellum is doing what. Okay, hindbrain is used for which purpose. All that functions we've been studying. So we should study the mind and brain, and this should be, we should figure out on these structures. So this is known as functionalism. Okay, in this William Wood, in his researches, in his studies, he have studied all about the functions of the human being. Okay, in this he have studied that we need to focus on the structure. Why? Because if we study what the mind do and how do the people react, as we have previously we have studied about the difference between brain and mind. Now we have studied about difference between brain and mind. Our brain is related to the functional structure we have been related, but mind is something where we have been interlinked with it, where we are concerned with our feelings or something. So that is related with the functionalism. So we've been saying that we have to focus on mind more than the brain. We have to study the function of brain, but we have to study the structure of mind. How mind works, how human beings react, what are the behavioral differences related to mind. How do these things function? So if, as I give the example, a person lose his left hand, but still he is having that perception that I have right hand. That is what his mind was saying him. So that thinking, how do that thinking work? Everything is being studied in under functionalism. So that's why today we can find out the ways or reactions, that how the person thinks and how their mind functions affect over their behavior. That is being studied or being expressed only because of William James, who believed that we should study the human mind and we have to focus over the structure of the mind and the functions of making people deal with the environment. How do people work with the environment? That should be studied in the functionalism. Okay. Next comes structuralism. After functionalism would have worked over the structuralism. Wouldn't have worked in functionalism also. He take the theory of William James. William James said that we have to study over mind, so won't focus on that and worked over it. So won't after that work on the structuralism also, as I told that we have to focus on the structure of mind. So when he was studying about the mind, he get to know about the brain as well. So on that he studied in this time period, in this era, he was studying that how the structure or the anatomy of the conscious process work. There is conscious mind which is at present. At present you are watching movie or you are watching video. So this is going at the present moment of time. After 10 minutes, the past 10-minute time will be considered as your pre-conscious or subconscious, because it is in past. When you just try to remember it, you get to know what has been passed out in last 10 minutes. Okay, so conscious, subconscious and unconscious. That is, unconscious is related where you've been not aware about a thing. It has been completely of the past which you have forgot. Okay, but it's still there in your mind and it come in a form of dream. Understood? So the structuralism or the Wundt, in this the Wundt has studied about the structure or the anatomy, means of the structure. We have studied about what about the conscious process, means what is working in the present. We have to study about the conscious perceptions, the introspection, looking inside within, means in structuralism Wundt studied about the introspection. Okay, that how the human being or an object, individual or an subject expressing his feelings, emotions, sensations, everything or in his own language, that has been studied in structuralism. In this he has studied about sensation, like the five senses, hear, to see, speak, everything, all that related is something related to sensation has been studied up. Then the images, what we see, sometimes what we study we learn only 10%, but what we see we grab the knowledge with that about 20%. So the images role play a very important role. Then they studied about the feeling. When some person is related with having some feelings for the other person, he always react positively with the person, and if a person have some bad feelings about the other person, he always try or unconsciously or consciously react negatively with the person. Okay, so that is something relates to your feelings, how you feel for the opposite person or about the subject, that is related, and that have been studied in structuralism. Then the major method of introspection, as I have told, is being studied, that how a person share his sensations, feelings and images over the introspection method. Through the help of introspection method to expressing himself, how a person do express himself. As in first time we have negotiated on phones, I talk to you, I ask you different problems, or you have any query, or you need to know something, that make a repo between us. Now we have attached with some feelings. Okay, the feelings could be respected feelings of a teacher, and been having a good student, that you are all are good students who are very working, very good, who have been working and taking care of teachers things. So all that have been formed, not feelings. So whenever we will meet in real life, now we have been going through virtual classes, but when we will meet in school, there will be a positive signs in our mind that yes, this is the type of teaching her teaching is, so I should work in this method, or I also get to know that these are the weak point of my students, so now I have to take them or teach them in such manner. Okay, that is related with our feelings, and that I can express you in a form, in a method, in a gesture, or explaining my feelings to you about yourself. Okay, so that all things were studied in structuralism. So that everything which I have been saying you is been expressed in structuralism. Now coming towards behaviorism, it was given by John B. Watson, and he was inspired by Ivan Pavlov and his classical conditioning. It is a type of conditioning learning method which was given by, this we will study in learning chapter, Ivan P. Pavlov. Ivan Pavlov have expressed a method of classical conditioning in which he took a help of a dog, and through him he to express that how do we learn. He put the food in front of the dog, and then as the dog was hungry he used to have it, है ना. Obviously बात है कि अब dog hungry feel कर रहा है तो वो food खाएगा. What he have done in his learning, he took this as a procedure. He put bell before sending the food to the dog. Now first the bell rings, then the food comes and dog have. So doing this trial, dog learns a method that after ringing the bell, food will arrive and I have to have. So after 10-11 times he have done this method, and then the dog learn. When dog learn the method, then when the bell rings, the saliva occurs. Saliva when occurs when he is feeling hungry. So now he get to know that bell rang, so food will come. So saliva automatically occur before coming the food. Okay, this was the procedure method. We do something 10 times, the 11th time we get habit of that thing, no? So same learning is considered as classical conditioning, which I will explain you in later class. So in this, he was in behaviorism. Watson has been influenced by his classical conditioning. On that he say that what is observable and verifiable, which thing we can observe and verify that this is completely right, that should be studied, and that is something related to our behavior. Obviously related. Now we've been studying what is behavior, the overt and the covert procedure reaction of an individual is known as behavior. What we are reacting and what we are thinking, and what we are thinking simultaneously or similarly we react. So the learning method of reactions, कि हम कैसे देख रहे हैं, कैसे सुन रहे हैं, कैसे सोच रहे हैं, वो सब चीजें बिहेवियर में आती है, जिसको हम ऑब्जर्व कर पाते हैं, और ऑब्जर्वेशन के मेथड से ही हम इसको पढ़ते हैं. So what is observable and verifiable? We able to verify it also, ना, that the person is seeing like this, तो he has been very nervous. हम कह सकते हैं कि उसके हाथ हिल रहे हैं, कांप रहा है, तो वो नर्वस होगा. He is speaking very fluently, he is hiding something, है ना. So or he cry on small things, he is very sensitive. How do we get to know these things? By observing the behavior of an individual. So what is observable and verifiable? That is related to behavior. This study has been done by John B. Watson in behaviorism, and in this he have also studied that everything which can be observed and verified, it should be also measurable and studied. We can study it and also measure it. We can find out our personality, we can measure the personality level, the intelligence level, we can find out our behavior, that a person is an introvert, extrovert, heuristic behavior, how the persons behave, all that has been studied. That we can measure it. So he is very aggressive or a calm nature, all that things can be measured. So this has been studied in behaviorism. After this in behaviorism, it comes to psychoanalysis. It is very important, and in a modern psychology after 20th century, in modern science, or we can say in modern psychology, this was studied, the psychoanalysis. Okay. In psychoanalysis, it was given by Sigmund Freud. Here, in later classes, we will study about Sigmund Freud's theory. In this, he has studied about the human behavior, the conscious, pre-conscious, unconscious. जो प्रोसीजर है वो भी सिगमंड फ्रॉइड ने दिया है. id, ego, super ego. This has been also expressed by Sigmund Freud. Then the stages of the individual, like anal stage, gastric, all these will be studied, teach to you in the later classes. The 5 stages, all that has been studied by Sigmund Freud. What his mindset was in this, that whatever is our unconscious desires or whatever conflicts has been arise, that has been caused due to some reason, and that is being studied in human behavior. Simultaneously, he also studied that we can understand and cure psychological disorder. He have studied this for understanding the psychological disorder. In his theory, he have explained that every individual, every human being pass through some stages of life through which it affects his psychosexual ages. It is related all about his sexual life or unfulfilled desire of the human being for which he has been working. Simultaneously in this, they also studied about the different stages and steps of a mind, that is unconscious, subconscious and unconscious, subconscious and conscious. Everything they have been studied in the psychoanalytical theory. In this, before this theory, one more psychologist, that is Gestalt psychology. It will come in your perception chapter, in next chapter, that is perception. In that, he was the psychologist who Gestalt is the name of the psychologist. In Gestalt psychology, it was given in 20th century. He worked on perception process of perceptionism, form perception. Perception is something which is what we see as a whole. For example, I say table. Right? Now close your eyes and speak this word in your mind. Table. You can imagine, don't open your eyes, just listen my voice and imagine a table. What you can see? You can see 4 legs, right? And a round flat or a straight rectangular flat thing which have 4 legs, wooden, made up of wood or iron. So you can imagine the structure of table. That is something known as perception, what we perceive. There are different forms or laws of perception. There are laws of perception in which we study that everything is related to one or the other thing, and some incomplete things being made by our mind complete. For example, I just rubbed one portion. I am just giving you an example of perception. Okay, there are different form of perception: similarity, closure. Okay, then there is a perception of other things. So all that laws will be studied, but in this I am showing you. What you can see, just comment under the video what you can see in this. Okay, let me know what it is. It is a form of perception, a law of perception. I can explain you. If you combine this line, you can say that ma'am, it is a ball or it is a round circle, right? But I am not saying that this is a circle. These are the unpartial lines. Here is the space. You can see this space. So it's not true that this is a circle. But when we don't imagine the space and we rub this space, we don't differentiate it or divide it the space, what we can see? We can see a complete closure, and this closure is considered as a circle or a round or a ball, whatever name you want to give, right? This is a form of perception which is under the law of closure that we will study in further chapter. But this perception procedure method was given in 20th century. In early 20th century, late 19th, early 20th century, this was arised, and this was given by Gestalt and under Gestalt psychology. Okay, so this was in late 20th century, or in a modern psychology this is being given, but the Gestalt psychology is under 20th century, and law of perception, Gestalt psychology has been developed. So this is something related to evaluation of psychology, where we have been studying the different schools of psychology. In this we have been understanding how psychology have developed, what are different psychologists studied about the school. In this school, what concept, what perceptions, what things has been given. Like in science we study the Newton's law, so it has a time period now when Newton has given his laws. So similarly in this also they have some particular time period, and that time period is known with functionalism, structuralism, behaviorism, psychoanalysis, Gestalt psychology. Okay, so this way or something is related with the schools of psychology. Now your homework will be also related with this, and I want you to do the homework. What you have to do is you have to just write the school's name, the psychologist name, and what concept he have given. As I have done, simultaneously you have to do in any of your notebook where you are making your notes, so that I can check, and or if you can do it on MS Word, then you can share the link with me, so that I have a record of every child, and I want each and every child to do this homework and let me know how we have done it. Okay, so there should be no excuses, and I hope you will do it. And if you have any problem with it, you can put down under the comment box or WhatsApp me on my number, so that I can take that doubt on the Thursday class. Okay, so today class is over to at this point. Take care of yourself and have a nice day.